to use the monitor's camera because the way everything's set in here is so dark. The camera's dark and everything, and it is it is a really high end monitor, but it's a high end monitor from like 2016 because this was bought for the other computer. Um, turn the brightness down a little bit. It's blinding me. I have not, but that's okay. That's okay, Ron. Only back for a tiny bit, Luke, because now we got to get back to work and get caught up. Same Jazzy, only back for a little bit. So, yeah, we're going to do a bit of a computer chat as to what we're working on, what we need, what we need, all that kind of stuff. While Martin continues with the lightsaber, so we're going to completely ignore him right now.
I don't exist.
He does not exist. No, he does not exist. So I don't like using the camera on the computer because you can see it's really dark. This was like the high end machine. So don't look at the prices you're looking at. Okay. Um, Katie's up here. Jedi Senshi, where are you, honey? Katie, where are you? So ignore Martin. Yeah. Down a rabbit hole on the internet. So really, it's this machine's gone too long for what we put it through, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that we're dealing with large video files. We're dealing with older apps in order to convert older video files and newer apps in order to create. So, the Air is not as good a buy as the 13, the MacBook Pro 13. And it's really the Pro we need in order to run some of these ads. Get the best one, Jesse. It's a matter of where does MVP 16 degrees is the way to go. No, I am Monica. MVP is the way to go. Not go back. We've been using Apple so no long. We're not going to deal with that change. But yeah, no, we're sticking them a whole bunch of apps. So yeah, Jedi Mac, I said buying a whole bunch of shit. But what I'd like to do, because we have, because they discontinued a number of years ago, it only went like 3 years before they realized the error, and it's really for us. It only went like a year, and it's really for us. It's the only Mac that failed. It's the only Mac that really failed us. The other ones haven't. Intel processors stay safe. All Macs have Intel processors inside them as well as their own. They're double systems. That's part of the reason why we like them, because they will run machines that previously we had to get a PC for. So we don't have to get two machines if we get a Mac. We can also run double platform on a Mac if it's higher end. I don't know what these machines are worth because they discontinued them. There's a good chance we'll get more bang for our buck to basically wipe it clean and use it as as an email machine, as put it in the living room where it doesn't take up a lot of space, get it a smaller monitor. We've got 2 old monitors that are in the locker right now, and I don't know what their quality is, but because we haven't pulled them out of their boxes in ages, clean them up, see if they'll talk to this machine, and we use it as just basically a home machine. And the new machine becomes the business machine. So the business can write it off, but the business just doesn't have the money yet. So that's where the hard thing comes. That could work better for you guys. Yeah, and this is it. Machines we do. So they've always been worth their investment. They've always just 8 moves in 2 years, and the shop we came to work for is under. So that's where the problem becomes. I don't want to invest in a machine that is going to die on me, when I overload it. I had a previous generation MVP 13 give me a whole bunch of problems rendering. Yeah, and we don't have, if we're going to make it in this industry, we have to remember that things have to turn around really fast. That's a problem too. If you're charging a production for 12 hours because your machine's going to take 12 hours to do something, and a more expensive machine will take 6 hours. You charge the production for 6 hours. Yes, it's less, but now you can do 5 productions. And you can possibly have some quality time to sit there with your husband and have a dinner. as opposed to being
Wait,
on the.
what?
Yeah, really, we could with a faster machine.
Oh my god,
Honey, we could eat together.
that would be awesome.
You know,
That would be freaking awesome.
back we have to go big or forget it. Well, yeah, and that's what we do. You're using is on its last legs. Yeah, Vince, we've reinstalled, we've fixed it, it just it cannot keep up with the apps we need to put on it. It cannot keep up with the you know. There's Jen Essential. Do these computers come pre-assembled? Possible to build a Mac Pro? You can build a Mac Pro if you order through the web page, and then you pick it up. But you can't walk into the store and build it. You can get it from the store immediately, which Martin and I are used to doing. So it's a bit of a personal thing because we like going and spending time with the Mac experts and telling them the Mac geniuses and making fools of them. But we've been into a Mac store a few times during the lockdown. iPhones. We already went over this one of our iPads and one of our systems with them. Exactly. You've been working next, and you've got and 25 and sitting there, you're talking about you're saying the size of an iPod and the fact that you're still building things into props and you've reformatted an old iPhone 3 to be an MP3 player for your car, and they look at you like you're some foreign object in the universe, and they're not sure where you came from. Yeah, it's gonna come and go. Let me know. You know how bad. He's saying shut me down. Yeah, it is. That computer is yes. This computer is. I've got the fan on it, little fan on it, full force, and it's still heating up. It's on its last legs. We can, like I said, if we wipe it clean and use it as a dummy computer just for like emails and stuff. So of course, the 8 terabyte is and the 1.95 kilogram. So we don't need a 16-inch screen now. So if we go into the 13-inch, because we would be plugging it into our bigger screen, and we would only have it. So you see here, this is how you build it, right? Martin's looking over my shoulder right now. He can't help but be distracted.
256 gig solid state storage.
Getting it from CanadaComputers.com, Apple will not completely warranty it for full time. So you're not getting it. You're not getting it its dollars worth. Rebuilt machines. If you're going to buy a rebuilt machine, buy it off of Apple itself. But then again, I'm going to run into the same problems where it's an old machine. And a few years down the road, like 3 years down the road, we're going to be looking at replacing it, as opposed to 10 years down the road, we'd be looking at replacing it.
Also, the way Apple dictates its prices, you can't get it cheaper anywhere else, right? The price is the same across the board, no matter whether you buy it from Staples or Canada Computers or Apple themselves or wherever.
Which is another thing we love about Apple. Outside sources cannot undercut each other. And that way Apple can properly warranty and guarantee their machines. I mean, it would take nothing for me to bring this machine in, and even they'll wipe it and reinstall everything. And then so this is why we stay with Apple too. They stand by their product. They're expensive machines, but they stand by the product. Your computer talks? I don't think so. 13-inch has less capacity options for everything. It does, to a certain degree. Like, I mean, you can still kind of juggle to a certain degree. When you swap out your existing MVP, use your current one like a Chromebook, strictly for the web. Exactly.
Well, no, that's MacBook Pro though. We have a Mac Pro desktop. The
canister. We have the canister. We have the bucket. We have the first generation, which is why it's really having these fits. It's not expandable. Whereas before when we've had a G4 7100, the 5100, they were all expandable. The LC2, you could get more memory for them. Used one, again, we're going to run into that whole it's moving too fast. Any second-hand machine is only going to last us 3 years, which is why I said if we can get a loan right off on the business, it may take 5 years to pay it off, but the machine's going to go for 10. Like this computer right here is an 11 in the U.S. only. Best Buy is allowed to discount Apple products. But yeah, we don't have that in Canada. Just wipe everything clean. Right? There's no problem. There's no problem with that. Vince, we've done that too numerous times. My old laptop. Okay, guys, I'm completely relying on the question, and that's the only one I need to focus on right now because this is going to just keep doing that. I'm now having a hard time. It won't do the presentation on the tab anymore. So I'm stuck. That is what. That is